Joining us, the Soloway JCC Assistant Executive Director, Maxine Miksa. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Leanne.
And we're in full kind of preparations as we are heading into the first night of Hanukkah, which is, as I mentioned, on the 8th. Lots of things that are actually going on to kind of help bring the festivities in this weekend at the JCC.
Yes, we have a Hanukkah gift fair, so people can come and buy Hanukkah gifts. We have books. We have all the kinds of things that people need for Hanukkah.
There's lots of activities too. Like there's a lot of opportunity for people to kind of learn and to get involved with it.
That's correct. In the morning there's programs for preschoolers where they can read books and they can see entertainment. Diane Colvin, a local author, is launching her book, which is called Who Am I Really? And it's about adoptive families. She herself has adopted children. And there's also a very fun class called Gaga, which is not Lady Gaga, but is a dance technique from the Bat Sheva dance troupe in Israel.
So lots of kind of interactive things as well that are going on.
That's correct.
I'm finding it a little bit easier now to kind of find items to decorate the house or to get the kids into the festive atmosphere. A lot of those will be available or for people looking for things at the gift fair.
Yes, there are 2 synagogue gift shops that will be selling menorahs and candles and dreidels and all the things you need for Hanukkah, as well as all the things you need for other Jewish holidays. And there will be Jewish books and cookbooks for children and, of course, for adults.
For people who are unfamiliar with the story, I mean, there's so many stories about what happens at Christmas. Give us the rundown so people understand why we have the menorah.
Okay, at that time in the world, which is about 167 BC, Israel at that point was under Hellenic rule. After Alexander the Great, the whole Mediterranean area was under the influence of Greek culture. And there were a group of people called the Maccabees that decided that they wanted their own religion, their religious freedom and autonomy. So they rebelled and they retook the temple in Jerusalem, sanctified it, cleaned it up of all the idols, and wanted to sacrifice there. And they found one little bottle of olive oil left that had been untouched, and they relighted the menorah there at the temple, and instead of, there was only enough oil for 1 day, but instead it burned for 8 days. And so to commemorate that, we light menorahs, or Chanukiahs, which have 8 candles, 1 for each day, plus 1 extra one
to light
the candles.
The one that lights them. This right now, as you were saying, is quite ancient. This is a vintage menorah that we're looking at right here.
That burns olive oil, because originally, of course, it was olive oil, not candles, that people use and still use in many parts of the world.
That's pretty neat. I've never seen one like that.
Yeah, and olive oil is really the symbol of Hanukkah, and the latkes that you see, we don't eat them because of the potatoes, we eat them because of the oil.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's the oil that counts.
It was just all the yummy goodness that comes with it. I mean, and literally you can spend hours kind of getting the potatoes ready and frying them up, and this is pretty much the biggest tradition for Hanukkah, the food that we serve is the latkes.
That's right.
How do you like it? Do you go applesauce? Do you go sour cream?
Applesauce these days of health.
You're on the applesauce. I can't kick the sour cream. I still like the sour cream. And of course, these are always the fun ones. These are called dreidels. And I'm telling you, can spend hours actually spinning these. And this is one of the favorite games.
Yes, it's a game where people put pennies or coins or even nuts inside, and they spin them. And depending on which Hebrew letter comes up, you either get to take what's in the middle or have to put something in. And kids play it just for hours.
Yeah, it's a very, very fun game. And one of the other things for people to know is the Hanukkah. We call this the Hanukkah gelt.
Yes.
This is often used as kind of some of the things in the dreidel game too, going in and out.
And those are actually chocolate, not gold. They're just covered with foil.
They're a big, big treat.
Yes.
For people who want to be able to take it in, I know there's a lot of families that are looking for things. This will all happen on Sunday.
Yes.
The fair leading into the first night of Hanukkah, which is going to be next Saturday. Yes. And can I just ask you really quickly about all of these?
Yes, we're going to have other things not related to Hanukkah. We're going to have jewelry. We're going to have cooking things from the Pampered Chef. As I said, lots of books, glass works, things that you can buy as Hanukkah presents. And these are handmade knitted goods. We actually have a group of women called the Mitzvah Knitters that knit for charity. And they knit for the Yuval Center, for the Snowsuit Fund, and they make lots and lots of beautiful handmade things. And at the fair, they sell them so they can get more wool to keep knitting for charities.
Great. It's a win-win for them, for sure. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
I hope you have a wonderful time with your family to be able to celebrate.